He is a big boy, and what better way to start the new year than with the son of Hulk?
This is my son, Skaar.
Okay, I promise he's gonna be way more impactful in Marvel Snap. We'll get to that in a bit. But I mean, he is the first season pass card of 2024. It's gotta be big, right? Like Planet Hulk big. So, who is Skaar? Well, to understand that, we have to know about Planet Hulk. See, at some point, the Illuminati decided that Hulk was too dangerous to remain on Earth and exiled him to space, where he found himself on the planet Skaar. He was imprisoned there and forced to be a gladiator in the Emperor's arena. Now, Hulk quickly rose through the ranks, eventually freeing his fellow warriors, including an imprisoned Silver Surfer. But instead of going back to Earth though, Hulk decides to stay on Skaar, where he is revered as a savior. Along the way, Hulk is hunted down by Kyra, the lieutenant of the Red King, Emperor of Skaar. She, however, ends up joining Hulk when she finds out some not so nice things about the Red King. Together, Hulk and Kyra defeat the Red King, and Hulk becomes the new king of Skaar. He then takes Kyra as his wife.
Hulk. Smash.
Oh yeah, he did. And they conceived a child, which Hulk wasn't around to raise because he thought the child did not survive. You see, he left the planet Skaar to declare war on the Illuminati after Kyra died in an explosion. Skaar does eventually find his way to Earth and of course has a not so friendly reunion with his dad, before eventually making up. Now, Skaar's powers are derived from his parents. Like his dad, he has two forms, a regular human form and a big green rage monster form, getting stronger the angrier he gets. From his mom though, he inherited the Shadow People's old power, giving him the ability to manipulate the earth, stone, and lava off the planet. In Marvel Snap, Skaar is a 6 energy, 11 power card with the ability costs 2 less for each of your cards that has 10 or more power. Okay, so that's cards that are 10 or more power on your side of the board to get energy discounts on Skaar, right? I mean, even if you have one 10 power or bigger card on the board, hey, Skaar's a 4/11, which is really good stats. I mean, if you look at cards with similar stats, they all have a big downside, right? Cards like Sentry, Typhoid Mary, Atuma, Red Skull. So right away, from a pure stats perspective, Skaar is gonna give you good to great value without too much difficulty in proccing his ability. And just looking at all the cards that discount him, not just those based power of 10 or more, but cards that you can build up too, like Sunspot, Null, Darkhawk, Devil Dino, Thor, Ronan, Namor, Gamora, Warpath, Blob, Phoenix Force, Sebastian Shaw, Werewolf by Night. You'll notice that they cover a wide gamut of archetypes. So honestly, Skaar is gonna fit into several archetypes as an additional big stat stick. The first deck I thought of, the Shuri Sauron archetype. I mean, Typhoid Mary on turn 4, Red Skull on turn 5, you now have a 2-cost card that you can Shuri on turn 6. It's an alternative win condition to an established and reliable deck. And then of course there's Lockjaw and Jubilee style decks, which are typically very greedy with big power cards because you're cheating them out, right? Well, once they've been cheated out onto the board, you get a highly discounted Skaar. And then there's this card. You could have a high-powered Ebony Blade and Ghost Rider pulling out a big boy before turn 6, leaving you with a discounted Skaar for that final slam. Heck, when you're playing Destroy as well, I mean, you could sometimes have Venom, Deadpool, and Death out on the board by turn 5 and have them all above 10 power, and that would make Skaar free on the final turn. Hey, play Darkhawk early while your opponent's deck is still thick. He's above 10 power. Play She-Hulk early. She's 10 power. I mean, season pass cards are usually good cards, but I think what makes Skaar really stand out to me is that he works in just so many different combos, so many different archetypes, right? You'll always be able to find a spot for Skaar. And because Skaar is over 10 power, let's talk about counters, naturally you want to armor up your Skaar or protect him with his mom, Kyra, who we'll talk about in another video. His most obvious counter, Shang-Chi. Also, Mobius M. Mobius royally messes up his cost reduction. Leech takes away his ability by the last turn, which is when you typically play him for that last turn slam. Sandman, who forces you to play only 1 card per turn. And Hazmat, for those of us who are still trying to make it work, afflicting your 10 power cards with negative power. Hey, let me know how you intend to use Skaar. I mean,